Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. On this particular program, all this goodies are coming from the North American International Auto Show from the folks up in Detroit, including the Jeep brand, who had a big announcement because Sergio Marchionne, the head of Fiat Chrysler Automobiles, announced that the Jeep brand will have a couple of new models, including that long-rumored Wrangler pickup truck is going to come into production, albeit they haven't said exactly when that will actually happen. Also, what we talked about in the past, that Grand Wagoneer / Wagoneer, apparently that's now been confirmed as well, even though that was talked about as being DOA. Now, they haven't announced that either one of these machines, or the trio of machines, will be actually coming to dealer showrooms. Hopefully we'll have a whole lot more news coming out about that very soon. Another manufacturer showing off newness coming up in the future is the folks over at the Ford Motor Company. Mark Fields made the announcement that the Ranger will be coming back, albeit we've announced this before, but it is official, coming out in 2019. This vehicle will be the same Ranger that's actually been continuously built around the world. We actually haven't had here in the U.S. market. So that vehicle will get a little bit of a change to be based here in the United States, but will be mainly unchanged. Another machine that will be coming out as well by the year 2020 is the long-rumored Bronco. Now, this won't be that big full-size version that was actually out in the 90s. This is going to be a mid-size vehicle, and these two vehicles, the Bronco and Ranger, are also going to have another deal that seems to be coming up a little bit more into fare, as a lot of folks were been shying away from body-on-frame type technology as it's being very old-world tech. But there are a fair amount of new machines that are coming out with body-on-frame tech. So both of these machines are going to be just that. So we should know a whole lot more about these two vehicles coming up in the next several years. Sticking with the Ford Motor Company, only 2 years on the market, and the all-aluminum Ford F-150 gets its first refresh. New grille structure and bumpers, new rear-end structure around the tailgate, and a new bumper out back as well. Now, the vehicle comes in either XL all the way up till the limited package, even with the King Ranch and the Platinum editions that are offered in between. The vehicle has a bevy of power plant options, including a 2.7-liter EcoBoost V6, along with a heavily revised 3.5-liter EcoBoost twin-turbocharged V6 that will be coming later in this truck's life cycle, along with a 5-liter normally aspirated V8. Now, I've chunked these three engines together because there is the rumor that these three power plants will get the help of that 10-speed automatic that was co-developed with the folks over at General Motors. There's a couple of more power plant options, including a brand new 3.3-liter normally aspirated V6, which will be in the base engines, and for the first time ever in the F-150, it will get a 3-liter turbocharged diesel variant as well. That was actually co-developed with the folks over at PSA over in France. Now, this vehicle comes with a lot of goodies that you would expect in higher-end machines, but maybe not in a pickup truck, including adaptive cruise control, accident avoidance technology inside of it, and lane departure warnings, along with all the connectivity that you would ever hope to have in one of these machines to pair up your devices or your smartphone right up with the vehicle sync system. Also, the availability of having this to have 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot availability as well. This new Ford F-150 will be coming out late summer of 2017, so you can head on down to your Ford dealership and get your information on getting your hands on one of these new vehicles. Another brand new machine debuting at the Detroit Motor Show is the brand new Camry. And for probably the first time ever, even though I thought the last Camry wasn't bad looking, this new Camry looks fantastic. Several months ago, I said that I thought Toyota was starting to turn the corner and build some cool stuff. We're really starting to see the fruits of that labor. The vehicle is overall about an inch or so lower, especially in the back end and then the hood itself. Also, it's been built a little bit wider to give it a little bit more of that muscular performance styling. The vehicle will be available in an LE, an XLE, an SE, and an XSE. The SE and XSE are all what we're looking at here in these sports versions. The vehicle comes with a 10-inch heads-up display in some models, also a 7-inch multifunction touchscreen in the center stack, along with an 8-inch audio-video screen for the radio system itself. Power plant options for this particular machine come with a 2.5-liter turbocharged 4, along with a new direct injection 3.5-liter normally aspirated V6. Now, they've actually said that this vehicle is going to come out in late summer as well, but haven't get power plant power options, at least as of yet, nor have they given pricing on this. Also, a lot of the photographs claim that these vehicles are still pre-production models, so there may be some changes in the styling coming soon, so we'll have to wait and see on those fronts. But I have to say, sucker looks pretty good. And along with this sedan, another sedan for the folks over at Kia in this array of crossovers and SUVs to these major Asian manufacturers going right after the sedan market. This is the brand new Stinger GT from the folks over at Kia. Now, isn't that gorgeous two-door coupe that they showed off a couple of years ago? But this is actually a production version. That being said, I can't really figure out why I don't like this machine. There's a couple little odds and ends that I wish they would have done differently that I think could have made the vehicle look better. But a lot of parts of this car look amazing, and a lot of parts of it look a little bit on the wonky side. Now, this vehicle comes with either a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder unit making 252 horsepower, 260 pounds-feet of torque. That is shipped through an 8-speed automatic transmission. The big dog version, at least we're thinking just for now, the 3.3-liter twin-turbocharged V6 making 360 horsepower and 376 pounds-feet of torque. That is 2 shifted through an 8-speed automatic transmission, and both of these vehicles will be rear-wheel drive, built on a modified Hyundai Genesis platform. Now, the vehicle will be able to do 0 to 60 in just 5.1 seconds with a top speed of 167 miles an hour. Now, again, one of the things that this vehicle may have up its sleeve is its driving dynamics, because this vehicle was developed at the Nürburgring Nordschleife loop from an ex-BMW M Division engineer. So, this vehicle should be able to be very tossable, so pretty exciting. I can't wait to get to see one of these in the flesh, see if I really think maybe the pictures aren't just doing it a little bit of justice. So this vehicle is going to be coming out late 2017, and we'll know pricing and availability at least a little bit later. Another vehicle that was talked about at the Detroit Motor Show was the brand new hypercar that Mercedes and AMG are developing with all new Formula One technologies. And a lot of things learned during that particular press conference, albeit it was for something else altogether. But they did lump this in, including the fact that this is only going to be 300 units built for the world. So it's going to be a rare machine. It also gets a brand new name. It's going to be called Project One, at least till its debut possibility in October at one of the major auto shows. They may have a concept version / production version possibly. Also, this thing is going to have the exact Formula One engine that comes out of their Grand Prix winning race cars, which is a little bit strange to me because those engines are a little bit tight as far as tolerances are concerned and actually need to be slowly warmed up to actually be able to fire up. That being said, nothing to say that the power unit itself is going to have electric units that's going to keep hot fluids actually flowing through this engine to allow it to be started and stopped anytime you so desire, so you don't have to have a crew of guys. So it's going to be an interesting deal moving forward to see just what exactly Mercedes and AMG has up their sleeves with this brand new hypercar. And that's all there was for this particular edition of Motor Cars Enthusiast. Don't forget to like us over on the Facebook page. Links down in the show notes. Also, if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, do so at any time and you get the first dibs on the brand new shows as soon as they come out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again real soon.